Hey guys, this video will discuss the built-in variables and the differences in adding sites using the script editor to the various modules that SENuke supports. Adding sites using the script editor in all the modules that SENuke supports is about 95% the same. There are a few differences though, such as new variables depending on the type of module and different check-if conditions. Let's start off by going over the different variables first. The first variable we're going to look at is the combo select random variable. What this variable does is it selects a random choice when applied to a drop-down list. So it's going to be only good when you apply it to a select element, which is a drop-down list element. So to show you an example, I'm going to select this category drop-down, and then I'm going to go set element value, and I'm going to choose the combo select random variable and then press save. Now every time that I run this variable, it's going to select a different choice from this drop down menu. Notice that it will never select the very first option, which is usually something like please select. The next variables we're going to look at are the random letter and random digits variables. So I'm going to select this title text box and then click on set element value, and I'm going to choose random letter and press save. Now as you might have expected, this is going to generate a random letter each time it's run. We can combine this with the random digit variable as well. And now it's going to generate one random variable and one random digit. Now what if you wanted a whole bunch of different letters and a whole bunch of different digits? You can copy and paste the variables over and over again, but there is actually an easier way. All you have to do is insert these curly brackets and then enter the number of times that you'd like the letter repeated. So in this case I'm going to type in 5. So this is going to generate 5 random letters each time. Now what if I wanted to add a range of letters? For example, if I wanted to say generate between 2 and 5 letters each time to reduce your footprint. All you have to do is add it like this with a comma in between the two values. And now every time we run it, this time it generated 5 random letters. The next time it generated 4 random letters. And every single time is going to generate between 2 and 5 random letters to help you reduce your footprint. There are a few modules in SENuke that have a few special variables and a few special check-if conditions. The first one that we're going to cover is the forum profile and the Web 2.0 profile modules. All the set item value variables are pretty much the same as all the other modules, except a couple. So to demonstrate which ones are different, I'm going to go into profile and I'm going to go into edit signature. So for forum profile and Web 2.0 profile modules, the purpose of submission is to go in and change the signature that's attached to the profile. So I'm going to do that here. I'm going to set element value. And now the two variables that I'm talking about are the link HTML and link BB code variables. There are a bunch of websites that don't allow any HTML in the signature section. They only allow BB code. The way you know this is if the website mentions BB code specifically on there. So right here it says BB code is on and disable BB code. So for those websites that only allow BB code in the signature section, we're going to choose link BB code. Otherwise we're going to choose link HTML. So let me show you an example of what BB code is going to look like. So this is what it looks like. It's going to put the actual URL inside the special syntax. So if we click on preview, we can see that this is what the signature is going to look like. Now we can also replace, right now the links are separated by new line characters, but we can replace the new line characters with, let's say, a comma if you'd like to do it that way. And now I'm going to run this again, and now I'm going to preview it, and now we can see that everything is separated by a comma. So we use the replace function over here. Similarly, we can use link HTML, and this is going to actually paste this is going to create the link HTML. Now if we go on to preview, we'll see that the link is not showing up because this website, which is the SENuke forum, does not allow any HTML code in the signature section. Notice that SENuke is adding 2 links to the signature section. That's because in the actual forum profile settings, we've told it to add all the links above, and this is where we've specified the links. If we told it to add just one random link, then it would only paste one link in here. So, like so. What we can also do is we can edit the profile. In some websites, they allow you to place a URL in the actual website field. So we can set the item value to URL right here. This is gonna give you the clean HTTP URL without any special code to it. And so for the websites that support that, you could apply that as well. The article directory module has 2 special check if conditions: post article and check live links. If you notice, at the top left of the article directory project, we have a drop down menu which lets you choose between 2 options: posting articles or checking live links. Posting articles is what everyone is familiar with. The checking live links option basically logs into that website and extracts all the links that have gone live. So let's say a week after submitting an article, the moderators, they approved the article, then you would run a check live links step to extract all the links that have been approved and add those to the URL list. So that step you can control by going to add check if, and if the user has chosen to check live links, then we can make the script jump to a specific step. Now, how exactly you would teach SENuke to go into the website, log in, and extract all the live links and put them into a URL list, for that you will need to create a kind of a loop. So that is a bit of an advanced step, and we will cover that in our advanced training. The social bookmarking and RSS modules have a couple of special variables. We've already discussed these in the previous video, but I'm just going to go over them really quickly once again. They have the next bookmarking URL and the current bookmarking URL. The next bookmarking URL simply picks the next URL to bookmark, and the current bookmarking URL will pick the URL that was chosen by the next bookmarking URL. This is only in those cases where some websites require you to enter a URL twice. So you can't call the next bookmarking URL twice because each time it would give you a different URL. But you can call the current bookmarking URL, and that would return the same URL that was returned by the next bookmarking URL variable. So that's for the social bookmarking project. For the RSS project, we have the same thing. Instead of next bookmarking URL, it says next RSS URL. Now the process of creating a bookmarking site would go something like this. You would first select the element that you would like to place the URL in, and then you would call next bookmarking URL, and then you would click the button to submit, and then you would check to see if all URLs are bookmarked. If this condition holds true, then it's going to jump to the very last step, which in this case is step number 6, which is the same as the mark finish step. So if all the URLs are bookmarked, it's going to mark everything as finished. Otherwise, it's going to go to the next step, and it's going to jump immediately to step number 1 to do the next URL in the queue. The last and final special variable that we need to be familiar with is the subdomain variable in the social network project. Every time you go to create a blog using the social network project, many of the websites are going to ask you for the blog address, where you put in a special subdomain. The subdomain that it gets is from the subdomain field in the social network project. Now every single time that this subdomain variable is called, it's going to get a new subdomain for you, because the subdomain is supposed to be spun. So every single time you call it, it's going to get a new spun version of the subdomain. If you would like to use the same subdomain that was used last time, the last time that you called the subdomain variable, you can also use the last used subdomain variable here. So let me just show you how it works. I'm just going to right click and run step. And now every single time that I'm going to run this is going to pick a new subdomain. And that is all the special variables that we need to know.